Alright, what is going on, everybody? We're back with another video. Now, recently, ADAM22, popular internet celebrity, podcaster, he's actually made a video reacting to me. We all know I made a physique review on the man himself. You know, I've watched the video, I won't lie. It's not gonna be, you know, a blind reaction. I've already seen it. I don't really remember the video, but I do remember feeling sort of sad, I felt a bit bad for him. So I'm gonna watch the video with you guys right now. The reason I'm reacting to it and making it into a video is because there's some very relevant topics, I believe, regarding the opinion of others, self-love, self-belief, and also my rating system and how I rate physiques, and also kind of the psychology behind some of those YouTube shorts you've seen and that you guys know me for. So we're gonna hop right into the video.
I was 21, I went on vacation with my family and my girlfriend, and I had this bathing suit. I told my mom, hey, bring the bathing suit from back when I was 18, when I was still in high school. She brought the bathing suit, I put it on. It was so tight because I had gained like 50, 60 pounds at that point when I was young. I didn't even realize it. And my mom and my girlfriend making fun of me really did it. I went home, I basically started training like a bodybuilder, started eating super clean, and I lost like 60 pounds and got in really, really good shape compared to where I was at that time. Now, the other day, I saw a YouTube short, AKA a TikTok, and it was basically critiquing my body. It had millions of views, saying I had bad genetics, saying I got skinny legs, saying that I'm chubby, I'm fat, I've been working out for all these years, and I still look like crap. Millions of views. I'm gonna use that, just like I used my girlfriend and my mom calling me a lardo. I'm gonna use that to get in shape. I'm a couple days in, you watch.
Alright, that's the video. First off, Adam, I didn't know you had such pretty eyes. So he spoke on a few things I said on the video. I'll cover this first. So in the video I say, you have an average physique for the average person. I don't know if that's insulting necessarily. I'll play the clip just in case you don't believe me. Overall, this is an average physique for the average person. But I'm gonna give ADAM22's physique a 2.9 out of 10. And you have to understand my scale. 10 being human perfection. No one can achieve 10 because no one is literally perfect. So 10 will never be achieved. I gave him a final rating of 2.9. You look at that rating, you think, oh, it's really bad. Well, the truth is, if 10 is perfection, and you look at the average American, right? We all know due to statistics that the average American is overweight, right? AKA fat. Most of them would be a 2 or 3 on that scale. Yeah, I'd say his physique is about, you know, average. As for your legs just are skinny. It just is what it is. Any argument there? I don't even think you'd argue. In terms of talking about genetics, right? This is where people get upset because they think, you know, you can't change your genetics. I'd like to point out that there's a difference between having bad genetics, like he says. That's not what I said. I said your genetics aren't that good. That doesn't necessarily mean bad. You could look at my physique, and I have definitely an above average physique. You could say, you know, his genetics aren't that good, because maybe if I was slacking on my diet and I wasn't training, I would look pretty crappy. People with those really godly genetics, those are people who look good and they don't even really have to try. Since Adam is well versed in the realm of hip hop, he interviews a lot of, you know, rappers and stuff like that. I'll use this example. You take someone like ADAM22, you have them live the rapper party lifestyle kind of thing, you know, not that dialed into training, not dieting that much, drinking, smoking, drugs, whatever, and he looks the way he does. You take someone like X, RIP, he's doing the same exact thing, but he looks sick. That's someone with good genetics right there. It's kind of nuanced. There's a portion of your genetics that are unlocked after training. A lot of people look like crap before they train, and they start putting in work and they blow the fuck up. That's what's known as a hyper responder to training. In the realm of bodybuilding and taking anabolics, there's also what's called a hyper-responder to anabolics. This would be someone like Nick Walker, who looked like nothing before taking gear, and then after taking gear really put on insane size, like size you can't even really comprehend. Now, I personally don't really like physiques like Nick Walker. I think he's a bit too big. I don't think anyone really, like on average, unless they're really into pure bodybuilding, really like how that looks. I also more so pointed out his genetics because I was trying to I was trying to make a joke being like, oh, well, you know, if you have a kid, he's gonna have to look like Baki because he's gonna get bullied in school for the rest of his life. And we all know his son is gonna have to have the physique of Baki as a middle school kid if he wants any chance of not being relentlessly bullied his whole life. Now, why would he be bullied in school for the rest of his life? It was because of the controversy ADAM22 was in at the time. What had happened was he was dating this adult star, Lena the Plugger. I think, my mistake, they were actually married. So he married this woman and he allowed her to have sex with another man, film it and put it on the internet. Now, obviously this was very controversial because in my opinion and in the opinion of many others, a marriage is meant to be sacred. It's really not that classy. They wanted to say, oh, I made so much money, but I don't think everything in life is about money. You ideally want to lie on your deathbed and be like, you know what? My wife didn't fuck any dudes while we were married. I just feel like I couldn't do that. And so he had a bunch of people making content about it, roasting him for it. And that was apparently, according to him, all part of his master plan to make all this money. If people were making all this content on him, okay, well, now you got the money, but you get the criticism as well. I don't really like to judge people for their life choices in terms of that. I don't think it's really that relevant to like how they are as a person. Do I think ADAM22 is probably a good person? Yeah, he's probably a lovely guy. He seems pretty nice. Like, look at the response he made. He wasn't being rude or calling me out. He didn't even mention my name, but we all know it was me. As far as that though, that's just how I keep it fresh with the YouTube shorts. I like to make them fun and entertaining. You guys all love when I roast people, so I take a couple digs at people, you know what I'm saying? And people think that has anything to do with their physique. It really doesn't. Their physique rating is actually exactly how I see it. Even if I personally hate the person, which I don't hate anyone, but if I did, I would give them the exact rating they deserve. People probably thought, oh, he's rating ADAM22. He doesn't like ADAM22 because of the jokes he's making, which I don't. I don't have any care in the world for ADAM22. Gave him a low rating because of that. No, dude, I don't care. Now, here's an important point. I know a lot of people struggle with the opinions of others. They struggle with body dysmorphia. They struggle with putting themselves out there. They feel like they're gonna get critiqued and people are gonna judge them. The true intention behind my rating physiques videos is, of course, to increase my celebrity and my status and get views and get money. This is my job, so that's the main purpose. I'll be straight up with that. It's also to show people other body types, have them understand genetics, muscle insertions, aesthetics, and develop a conversation around that. But in doing so, I suppose people like ADAM22 do get caught into the crossfire, and perhaps they feel discouraged or something like that. I'm here to tell you, just like if you're my homie, I tell you like this, like the opinion of other people doesn't matter. You change what you could change. If there's something you can't change, you don't fucking worry about it. You can't change your height. You can't change certain things about your face. You can't change the size of your dick. I mean, shit like that, like just don't fucking stress about it. Stressing about your genetics is the dumbest thing in the world. If we're talking bodybuilding, then yeah, of course, like if someone has good genetics or bad genetics, it's pretty objective, but it doesn't define you as a person. You can look at my physique and form any opinion about it. You could think it's really good. You could think it's really bad. I've had points where my physique was like on the chubbier side. I've had, before I started lifting, I was quite skinny. That shit does not matter because I don't bet. And this is what a lot of you young guys who are in the gym, you know what I'm saying, listening to me need to understand. Your physique or whatever, that is not your identity. Who you are as a person, your mind, what you have to offer the world, that is your identity. Not how you physically appear. It's good to be more aesthetic. It's good to be strong. It's great to look good. I'm not denying that. It's very helpful. It's helped me. It will help ADAM22 when he gets to his dream physique, but it doesn't define you. Your actions do. Like letting a guy fuck your wife. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to. But with all that being said, I'd like to extend an offer to ADAM22. I'm pretty well connected in the bodybuilding world. I know many coaches. I've been to all the gyms in Miami. I've been to all the gyms in LA. I've been to the best gyms in Canada, Pure Muscle and Fitness being my home gym at the moment. I know tons of bodybuilding coaches. If you want, free of charge, this would cost probably around $20,000 to $30,000 to do. Since I own Retaliation Project, and this would be a good way to promote it, I can set up a camp for you. I don't know what I'd call it, some sort of like transformation camp, getting you people on your training, your nutrition, getting you in the best gyms, keeping you accountable, and we can do a thing where you're getting everything you need, you're learning everything, and you will not only achieve your dream physique in that time period, but you will also garner the tools to allow you to carry that through and continue being consistent and maintain your physique. Because that's what all this layering is about. It's not about getting to a goal and then just falling off. You want to get to that point and then maintain it. And that's an issue I've seen you struggled with, because according to you, you've been lifting since you're 21. You're now 39. And it's unclear whether you've ever trained before. Now, I will say this, you do look pretty good for 39. Dude, a lot of 39-year-olds are really freaking fat. That's when you're having kids, you know, you're working, so he does not look bad. For an influencer and someone who has as much free time as you do, though, there's no excuse. Yo, also got some Shake Shack. I'm gonna sip that. Oh, this is good.
What'd you get?
Shake Shack. Armand, come here. Bro, try this on camera.
Okay.
My editor. Bro, fucking get in the video.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, rated out of 10.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
7?
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.5, a little bit of gyno.
Fuck, I would have expected a 4.5 from your
4.5?
fucking rating, from your fucking readings.
I want to see you take accountability and say, you know what, I have not been consistent. A lot of people aren't, and I understand that some people's lives just aren't fitness, you know what I mean? And that's not the expectation here. But I really do think it'd be a great service to like your health and just your life in general if you were consistent. So again, I will offer you a full like boot camp, some sort of offer like that. If the math is correct in my head, it'd be around $20,000-$30,000, but you know, I'd make it happen for you, seriously. And the last thing I'll say is at the end, he really channeled those negative thoughts he had. So he saw the video, he had a perception, you know, we kind of broke that down. Maybe it wasn't the reality that he had painted for himself in his head, but he utilized, you know, pain / trauma. And, you know, I'm sure thousands of mean comments online talking about his wife. And he said, you know what, I'm going to use this as motivation. I'm going to get jacked. I'm going to get insane shape. And I really do have to respect that. Now, what I don't respect is the fact that Jason Love laid pipe on your wife. I keep saying that. Alright guys, that's the video. Just wanted to speak on that. Don't allow the opinions of other people to define you. Hopefully when you guys view the video, my message comes off as I intended to. I feel like a lot of people don't really know me. They kind of assume I'm a certain way. I'm probably not the person you think I am just based on my short form content. It's kind of hard to allow you guys to have a full spectrum judgment of my personality based on like a 30-second video. Yeah, I love you guys. Like and subscribe. Retaliation Project. Code CS, you already know the vibes. Okay, Shake Shack, goddammit. Catch you guys in the next video. Later, boys.